Hello, how you doing, everybody? Everybody out there? We're going to wait a couple of minutes until people come in. Welcome to Tweed Talks.
Sup, y'all?
And this weekend was quite a busy weekend for us. I apologize sending the link for the show until today because we had so much to do this weekend.
Yeah.
I still feel like my head is spinning.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't notice, but when I was making the promo, it seems like everybody had a gun on their hand.
Really?
Yeah. And, you know, like what happened this past week, what everybody's talking about is safety in the film industry.
Right.
With guns and things like that.
Right.
And, you know, I've been in two sets with, you know, where, okay, I think we still.
Hi. That was my fault.
Yeah. Were you trying to move this? Is that it? Okay. Sorry, your monitor went off for a second, so we're still live. Okay, so anyway, you know, I've been in two sets where they were using gun and they give you warning ahead of time. And the other set that I was on, there was real prep. I mean, you could do this all day long and nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it was an actual prop gun.
So it's which is the type of gun that it looks real, but I used to use it for self-defense when I was teaching self-defense and disarming.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of disarming, I've seen Master Heimlich do some demonstration with that. So maybe he'll fill us in on some of that too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're excited today because we bring in part of the cast of
Dragon Squad.
Gangs of New York.
Yes, we've been hearing about this for quite some time.
Yeah.
We're very excited. So the project is still in the works.
It's still in the works, so we're not going to talk too much about it.
Mm-hmm.
But we have some talented people coming on.
Yeah.
And
COVID has a lot of stuff like on hiatus and backwards, and you know, so you know, with COVID we just sort of roll with the punches. Like, are we shooting? Are we not shooting? Just let me know. Send me an email. Let me know.
Well, the thing is, people say roll with the punches, you know, but I like to sidestep and duck.
Well, that's not the quote we're using. Okay, let's see. We got some comments here. Who is here? Mandy. Hi, Mandy.
Wow, Mandy Frost.
Mm-hmm.
She was my student a long time ago.
Really?
Gymnastics student. I think
was
she's
not
doing yoga.
I was not.
No, if you were my student, I couldn't date you.
I think that's
a
load of crock, because
I didn't date any of my students, and
as soon as he saw me, he fell in love. So
yeah, but still, you were my student. So let me ask you, have you been in any set that were using guns?
Yes. Yes.
Which set was that?
I don't remember. I couldn't even tell you, but yes, I have. And there was someone on set saying, you know, I can't remember what warning signals they used, but they would always tell you. Yes. And I felt quite safe. They announced it because obviously when you're on set, they take several takes. So they have to say it several times, tell you the warning. And they warned the entire crew, whoever is in that vicinity, in that room where it's shooting. And I felt completely safe.
Completely safe?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I felt safe, especially when, you know, they told me that you're just going to go psh, psh, psh.
Is that the sound it made?
And that's that they added later on. but you know.
They added the sound in.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're gonna have some actors on from the Dragon Squad. Charles Heimlich is in the house. Also, Victoria Stevens is in the house. And then later on, we're gonna have. We don't know if Willis is coming in. But Willis Williams and just his business partner Jacinta, who is going to be coming in, and they're going to be talking about a not-for-profit organization that they started.
I love that. I read a little bit about it.
Valley. So what do you say we bring in Charles and Victoria?
Okay.
Charles is yelling at someone. I don't know who he's yelling at to the side there. He doesn't know that we can still see him.
We could see you.
We see you, Charles.
Hey.
What's up?
Okay.
What's up? Hey.
She's moving over move to the other side, Victoria.
Do you want me to be seen?
There we go.
Here
we go.
Oh, look at this.
You never
Like
adjust.
weird.
Water or something.
There we go.
Am I?
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Victoria.
That's so much better.
That's much better, right?
I was like, oh, that's a little small screen right there.
So why do you guys get a bigger screen than me?
What's that?
Why do you guys get a bigger screen than me?
Are you on a
Oh,
phone?
I don't know.
I'm on the phone.
Make that.
That's why.
If I
You
go
have to
like
be on
this,
your laptop.
I need to go on a laptop.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All
Are
right.
you on
Next
your
time.
phone?
You on your
Yeah,
phone?
his phone is doing
I'm
this.
on my phone, so I got a little tiny. Yeah, I can't even see it.
Are you in landscape mode? Are you?
No such thing as phone.
No, I don't.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Wow, look at that.
Charles, come on. If you submit an audition, you got to turn your phone to the side. You know this.
And you have to
I know. I let CJ set it up. So. All right, I'm good now.
Charles, welcome back.
Thank you.
Victoria, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
So, Dragon Squad. First, you know, I seen Victoria. I seen a little bit of your acting there. I wasn't able to upload everything, but I think there's something.
Technology.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Usually I play the whole reel, but we'll play a little bit so people could see who we're talking about.
So,
Excellent.
Victoria, you started acting at the age of 12.
Right? Yeah.
What made you get into acting?
Well, believe it or not, I started in my church. They had a big production, and for some reason, acting was just my thing. My entire family was in the theater business of it, but they all did behind the scenes. Okay. So I was the only one who decided to do the lines and audition. Everyone else was freaked out. So I started with that, and so I did theater, and then in college, that's when I switched gears. Because everyone said, what are you doing? You're a film TV actress. And I'm like, oh, well, now you told me that, you know, yeah. But theater, you have to be broad. And I'm way more internal. And the craziest thing, though, is I just auditioned for an off-Broadway show because the director likes my work. And I'm thinking, but I haven't done theater in I don't know how long, you know. And I was like, all right, let's do it. So we'll see.
It's really like riding a bike, and it's very interesting because a lot of times I hear like with casting directors, they love people who have been in the theater, who have acted theater on stage because you have that stage presence. And even though when we're doing film, we got to tone it back, but it creates sort of like a balance. So it really helps with that.
Well, I love with the theater is you have to be on your feet all time. So if things go awry, you better be knowing how to improv to get back on.
Exactly.
And I love improv. So I've been doing improv at the Pit in New York City, and I love it.
Love it. That is amazing.
I like improv also. It makes it fresh.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like improv. We're improvising right now.
That is true.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
That is true. So, Victoria, how did you get involved with the cast for Dragon Squad?
So, Dragon Squad. That's a good question. How did I do that?
It was one day.
Charles did help me. He told me about it, but I don't remember where we met. How crazy is that?
Yeah, you know, that's the hard part because I don't remember that.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, how did I meet Charles?
But I know
it's gonna come to you
we
right after
must
you
have
log
crossed
out.
paths on Facebook or something.
something.
Needless to say, Charles told me about it. Said, "Hey, write to the director," which I did, and he told me to come in for a table read, not knowing what I was reading for. So when I went in there, they were splashing me with different roles to see what I was good at, and then Stacey Jones just stuck. So that's
cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the reporter, but you find other things about me that no one can tell right now.
No. We'll keep it a secret. So Charles, how did you get involved with Dragon Squad?
So back when Dragon Squad was just being talked about, there's pretty much nobody really involved. I think Najee will implement a little bit on this too. Najee called me a little while ago, by the way. His train is running late. He said he's going to tune in as soon as he can.
Okay,
so
cool.
That's why he's not here right now. He's going to come in a few minutes. But what happened was I heard Sonny Singh had mentioned Tyrone Bullock and that he might be coming up with a project, and to give him a call about it. So I went over there. I went to a actually it was a get together, and it was pretty cool because I didn't know what to expect right away. So we go in there, and I'm going to this get together, and I drive all the way down to Jersey City, and so he had a thought for me as being one of the Dragon Squad, or maybe even an assassin or something like that. But after I started reading, he says, "You know what? How would you like a starring role?" I said, "Oh man," I said, "Absolutely." Wow. So he says, "Well, look, you know what? You could be the leader of the mafia, and I think you'll be perfect." So I read for that, and he loved it, and that's it. It stuck. So
wow,
and that's what happened. Then I brought in a few other people, and it is what it is now. So hopefully it'll start coming out soon. We really worked. We worked hard. All of us have worked hard. We read for over a year and a half. So a lot of us know exactly what we need to do. So now it's time to start filming.
So I love what you said about how you brought other people in. I love that about the acting community, because every actor knows 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 other actors, and they're like, "Oh, okay, well, you don't have to do like a huge casting. I know this guy, you can pick from whoever."
Right.
We are our own casting agents, I feel.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My wife is constantly sending people, casting or posting it.
Yeah.
I know, right? I know. That's how I got that one thing I talked to you about today.
Spider-Man,
which I did not get a chance to do, but I will fill that form out. So,
Speed.
No, it was Creed.
I was in Creed too. Yeah, I got Chadwick Boseman's 21 Bridges. That was really cool. That was a nice pop. So yeah, I like that. Yeah, and me and Victoria are actually working on a couple of projects together. We just got done wrapping up Benita, and Victoria's a star in Benita, and I also got my son in Benita. So it's going to be nice. That's going to be a nice project when they finally. You get Victoria, tell them about the Benita.
Yeah, so Benita is a psychological thriller, I guess you would say, genre-wise, but it's about a lawyer who had everything going for her. When she comes into trouble, I'm trying to not give a lot of away, and her whole world changes, and it's all about like how she comes back for revenge.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you don't have to say it anymore.
Wow.
You've already piqued my interest.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very interesting. It's got a lot of twisting, and you'll love it. You'll love it.
That's the biggest thing is it's a lot of twisting. You're like, wait, I did not see that coming.
Right.
That's why I call it like a thriller.
But I love that.
I like the last movie I was on, it was like that.
Okay.
And I can't say anything about it. I can say.
Which one are you talking about?
Of To Injustice.
It's out already, though, right? Is it?
It's out. Well, it's out already, but I can't say anything about the twisting.
Oh, okay.
I love a project with a good twist. I love that.
Yes. Yeah, me too. Me too. I love horror. I want to get more into horror. Victoria does horror. She does all that stuff. So yeah, she just got. Tell them about the movie you just wrapped up and is being sold in Walmart.
Yeah, so I was in Shimmer, which is a horror flick, and that again is about some. Oh, hey,
hey, what's up, brother?
Something is killing off people and turning them into crystal, and you're trying to figure out what is going on and why are they being turned to crystal. And basically, you want to make sure that you stay out of the light, and that's the tagline of the movie.
Whoa! And it's in Walmart.
It's in Walmart.
It's in Walmart's, and I'm one of the cops. So yeah, the good thing is my character does not die, so that's a good sign. Because if there's a Shimmer 2, I'm back.
Not that her character ever does.
Yeah, no. I mean, sometimes I die, but not in this one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Jamar.
Hey, Joe. What's up, brother?
What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Joe.
You know, I gotta say that before we start talking to Jamar, Charles, you are now tied.
I'm sorry?
The appearance on our show.
You're tied with the other Charles.
I'm sorry, I lost you. What?
You're tied
with the other Charles.
With the other Charles for the number of appearances on Tweed Talks.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta beat that record then.
Well, when you do another project, just let us know.
Yeah,
you got it. We got. Listen, all three of us that are on here right now, Najee, Victoria, me, Brian King, we're all going to be in Paper, and that's another series coming out. It's called Paper, and we're all in that as well. So
very cool. And Dragon Squad is a series, correct?
And Dragon Squad is also a series.
It's also a series.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Dragon Squad's going for a 5-year. They're looking for a 5-year series. As far as I know, Paper is going for a 5-year series as well. So.
I got to get into New Jersey, man.
I know, right? You guys are too far away.
Paper's shot in New York.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Well, they're all shot in New York, so basically.
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah.
So, Jamar, how did you get involved with this project?
Okay, being that I'm just coming in, which project are you referring to?
Dragon Squad.
Oh, well, I knew Secret Tyrone now for about 7 or 8 years, and he's been mentioning it to me periodically. And I was one of the first casts that he cast on that project, but you know, you hear a lot of hearsay and people promise you this and that. So when he finally started on it, he cast me in it.
Oh, cool. Well, obviously, we're not talking too much about the script or anything like that because we don't want to let that out. But I've seen you in quite a few things also. Can you mention some of the projects that you have done in the past?
Yes, I've done Bound by Death, which is a martial arts action film. It's a feature. It was in theaters. I've done Jackson Bolt with Fred Williamson, The Hammer, California. I've done a project called Yes They Bleed, a short project that I was a co-star and a associate producer on. Same situation with Redemption on Gun Hill Road. I produced that. I was a co-star on that. It was a SAG project, by the way. I also worked on a TV series called The Fever. It's a web series in 2019. I worked on that for about a good 4 months. Let's see. It's a lot. I got so many. I got to think. The list goes on and on.
I know exactly how you feel. Yep.
You don't have to mention all of them, but let me ask you. You were a martial artist first. Can you hear me?
No, you sound like very sharp, loud.
Loud? Oh, because I'm a very soft talker.
How do we sound to you, Charles and Victoria? Do we sound loud?
No,
you're perfect. You're perfect.
Huh.
Maybe he has some.
On my end, your voice, I can't understand you. Like it's very static.
No, I don't speak English very well. That's why.
Do you have earbuds or earphones?
No.
Okay. That may be
Not
it.
on this.
what was I saying? I was saying,
You were asking him
which
about
came first, martial art or the acting?
You said as far as martial arts?
Yes. Which came first?
Martial arts or acting first? Which one?
Oh, I was a martial artist long before I was an actor. I started martial arts when I was 8 years of age.
Oh, wow.
And did you feel that that kind of inspired you to become an actor?
Yes, it definitely played a big part in it. You know, my whole dream is to become an action film star / actor. I don't want to be, I don't want to be just stereotyped and typecast just as an action star, someone who does fight scenes, but also someone who has good acting ability.
Right.
Yeah, same here. Same with all of us. We're all martial artists. In fact, Victoria is one of my students now too.
Wow.
So
Okay.
we don't want to be typecast, so we try to keep the martial art on the low key.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know what I mean? So,
Victoria, you are certified in unarmed fighting.
I am.
That is very impressive.
Yeah, I took classes and then had to do testing. The funniest thing is the gentleman who tested me was the choreographer of Aladdin on Broadway when it was on Broadway. Wow. So that was like fun and interesting to meet him. But yeah, that was a really cool test. I guess a whole setup. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I had to go back and I want to learn how to do staff and dagger. So that's going to be, but I mean, that's again, more theater stuff. But I love learning it all. So that's one of the times I'm going to go back and get my certification on those two as well.
That's awesome.
Years ago, my husband was teaching this group of kids privately. They would come for private gymnastics, and the instructor that brought them said, "Hey, can you teach them, some stage choreography?" And the combat that was on stage, it's so amazing when it all comes together.
Yeah.
And they were young kids.
They were like 10,
they were 12.
Even working with children, you see how they just absorb it like a sponge. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It is true.
Mm-hmm. So I want to ask Jamar something, because I'm looking at his bio and he studied acting at Stella Adler Studio.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah, so tell us about your experience with that.
My experience with that, it was a great experience. I learned so much. I studied stage combat. I studied, they had a stunt program there. I did that too, along with Michael DiPasquale.
Okay.
Studied scene analysis. I studied memorization, monologues. I studied a lot. I studied there for 3 years.
3 years? How long ago did you do that?
That was from 2015 to 2018.
I
Okay.
love that.
That's important to have that.
Yeah.
This question is for all of you. When I did the promo, I didn't realize that all of you had guns in your hand. I didn't mean to do it that way. It just came out that way. I was pulling pictures, and then I said, "Oh my goodness!" And then
I noticed that. Yeah.
Huh? Did you notice that?
Yes, I did.
Then I also wanted to ask, with all the things that are going on,
right.
With what's his name?
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunate.
Between all four of us have worked on a set that they were using guns, and now with us, they just told me, aim and we add the sound later. How did you guys handle working with weapons?
Charles, we'll start with you.
Well, the guns that we have for Dragon Squad, we've ordered them special order, so none of them are real guns in that sense. They fire, they got the good sounds and whatnot. So as far as safety, they're pretty safe in that respect. We're not using live ammo or nothing like that. And we're not using they're not real weapons. So we got to make them appear real, obviously. In the first trailer didn't actually look so hot, but I think we're working on the CGI on that, making it look a little bit better, I hope. And so safety is always an issue, and we all specialize in martial arts. So we're always concerned about that. You know,
Right.
it is a big concern. And how would a real gun find its way on stage? It just blows my mind. They did the same thing.
Scary.
Same thing with Brandon Lee. You know, I mean, how did he wind up getting a real gun? You know, and getting killed. So it's crazy. I think they need to do better jobs at making sure the security is up to par and they're not having real weapons up on stage.
Right.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about Brandon Lee, and I said, if it happened once, you got to be more careful the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know, because in the 2 sets that I watched, and you know, the guns look real, but
they were prop guns.
Right. Yeah, they're props. Yeah. I mean, and you got to make sure nothing slips in there with those props. So, you know, that's up to the crew. Has to make sure that they have the right stuff.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jamar, what about your experience on set with firearms, aside from Dragon Squad, or is this your first time?
No, I've been using it for a long time. I've been teaching weapon disarmament, you know, with my system of martial arts, gun disarmament for a very long time. I've also studied at a military base in New York and Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I've had a lot of experience, different projects with different prop guns, and thank God I've never been on a set, you know, that involved a tragedy.
Yes.
But it's the people who are responsible for clearing out the props and checking it before handing it over to an actor. You know, the actor is not responsible, even though it's a tragedy. They're not responsible for the death, you know, of an individual.
Yeah. It's such a sad thing.
Very, very sad.
But I understand exactly what you're saying. I agree with you.
But
Victoria,
the actor has to live with it. You know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's hard.
Yeah, that's
sure
tough. Victoria, your gun was pretty big.
Yeah, so that gun was real. It was a big shotgun. I did have the gentleman who owned the gun showing me how to use it beforehand. We practiced for about an hour to make sure that I knew what I was doing. And before they hand it over, they're supposed to show you the empty, you know, that it doesn't have any bullets in it. You're supposed to do that before you even hand the gun over to the actor. So I don't know why they didn't do that with Alec Baldwin. I would have probably said, I can't take it until you show me that it's empty, you know, like that type of feel. Then it would never have happened. But for me, like I won't take a gun until I know that I'm not going to hurt someone with it, you know? And another thing is, and I don't aim it at people when I'm practicing. I will aim it down, you know, just for precautionary issues.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the blanks look like real bullets. So it's hard for an actor to know the difference.
But the weird thing is he was practicing with it. So technically he shouldn't have had blanks in it to practice with it either, though.
No, true.
Because they found out he was practicing with the gun to just get used to it.
Right.
That being said, he should never had anything in it while he's practicing. Like,
correct. Yeah, correct.
That's true. They weren't even shooting at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got my own prop, so I brought my own prop to set, and I know that one is empty and it doesn't do anything. It looks real though.
Yeah.
But it's definitely empty.
Well, it's weird because 21 Bridges, we used rubber guns that looked completely real, and they were heavy weighted. So it was the same weight of the gun, but it was rubber. But the weird thing is after you shot each scene, they took the gun back because it looked so real, and they didn't want other people to think that you're running around with guns.
Right.
So each time they would take our guns back, and then they said, okay, we're going to preset again. Then they would give it back to us, and then they would take it back again. So it was back and forth like that. So I don't know why there was a slip up. But again, I don't know if doing Westerns with a fake gun would look bad. I don't know. You know, with action, most of it's running and stuff. So people are not worried about, well, is that a fake gun? Is that a real gun? You know, because they're all into like everything's like secondary. But with Westerns, you have a really close up of each gun because, you know, that's the intensity of it, you know, and he draws the weapon. And so I don't know if that would look weird to have a fake gun being drawn. So,
Okay, hold on for a second. I'm not going to show this.
We're going to show some clips now?
But I'm going to show just a little bit because I don't have the whole thing. I wasn't able to download all of it.
Okay.
What are we showing?
You're a lying, cheating asshole. Baby, what is this about?
Sharon saw you at the bar with that whore. The one from work. You told me not to worry about her. I'm going to give you something not to worry about.
Donnelly is going to stay here with you. Show and myself are going back to the station. Oh, thanks for volunteering.
Fuck off. Whoa.
Holy shit. Should we call for backup? I feel like I should take.
Yeah.
We are definitely pick up Shimmer.
Now, Jamal, was that you?
Absolutely, it definitely
That
was.
looks very familiar. Very familiar.
You know, when I pulled that reel, I didn't know that was you at first. Then I said, "Oh, wait a minute, bonus."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So very good job. I wish I could play the whole thing, but I'm sure that we're going to have you on at another time.
We can't wait till some episodes drop and we get to talk to you guys again about it and just get the word out. And very exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah, Victoria and Charles are great to work with.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good.
Charles, when we met, we were both getting that award at
Atlantic City. Yeah.
Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Right.
And ended up in our table, and then we started joking, and then next thing we know, we're friends, and then we end up in the same table again.
Yep.
Yes,
And
sir. Yeah.
this year.
It's probably gonna happen this year again.
Yeah.
You better.
Yeah. So it's great time. And it's funny that you said that Victoria and you don't remember how you met. I don't remember how I met my wife.
Yes.
No, don't tell her
You're
that.
such a jokester.
Uh-oh.
It was kick at first sight. Love at first kick.
Yeah.
That's
Love
what it
first
was.
kick. There you go. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
So we will just give another shout out for Shimmer, right? Which is you can get it in Walmart. So Daryl, who's one of our viewers, Daryl, if you just got on, probably not, you've been on from the beginning. Pick up Shimmer in Walmart, whoever is on, whoever is watching.
It's hard. I'm going to tell you right now, it's hard to find because I went to like 10 of them already, and I can't
really. I wonder if you can order it online. Can we order it
online?
Probably.
You should. That's probably your best bet to order it through Walmart online.
Okay, so we will. Okay. I'll look it up. Try to find a link and post it when we post this interview.
And one question that we always ask: what do you have coming up besides the things that we talked about? Yeah. Anything coming up new?
Okay, so who do you want to go first?
Jamar, go ahead.
Aside from Dragon Squad, there's two things coming up. I'm in paper with Victoria and Charles. I'm going to be in the next episode next month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and also there's another horror project, by the same director, that's in the works.
I love it when that happens. So, I love it when a director just continues to use. Love it.
Yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it for now.
Okay.
That sounds good. I'm looking forward to seeing that, and when it's done, when the project's done, we're going to talk about it here and make sure that people get to see it. And it's a pleasure to have you on Tweed Talks.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, honey?
Nothing. I was just admiring how handsome you are.
Oh, wow. I'm a combination of all those three people right there. I took something from Charles, something from Jamar, something from Victoria. And if you look at me, that's what makes me. You
got a little bit of Willis Williams going on too. He's in the virtual green room.
Yeah, Jamar. The guy coming on now.
What does he call himself? Benny Kravitz.
Benny Kravitz, yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Lenny Kravitz's illegitimate brother or something. I don't
Something
know.
like that.
It's hysterical.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Charles, Jamar, Victoria, we really appreciate having you on. We will be following you throughout your careers, and hopefully we will have you back on to talk about Dragon Squad and some of your future projects.
So can I give a shout out to my project?
Absolutely.
Shout it out. Oh, yes, Charles, go ahead.
That's what it's all about.
All right, so so Najee just mentioned Paper, which is going to be a series, and we're all in that together, which is great because I love working with them guys as well. They're great actors, and we all get along really good, and they're really good at what they do. So I love working with them guys. I had the Ruggierios, which just actually, it wrapped a while back, but it just got released. The trailer is out there right now. That's coming out. We got Victoria and I have Bonita, which will be coming out probably within the next month or two. And I just got Pangea, was just wrapped a few weeks ago. And I got a few other projects, which I will surprise you guys.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Let us know.
I like surprises.
Yeah. Let us know, and we'll definitely push it.
Cool. Thank you.
All right,
Awesome.
you guys, it was lovely having you on, and we hope to chat with you all soon.
Look how serious Jamal looks.
Thank you for joining us on Tweed Talks.
All right. Thanks for having me. Great seeing you guys. Thank you.
Enjoyed every bit of it.
Sorry?
Oh, wait, aren't we supposed to say us?
Yeah, us. Hey,
Us.
and you know what? And guess what? Najee is a Goju guy too, so we're all Goju too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it'll be awesome.
Very cool.
Right.
Yeah, I'm Japanese Goju.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Us.
Nice.
Us.
Us. Have a good night, guys.
All right, good night, guys. Great.
Thanks.
Night.
Good night.
What do you do? Okay.
I know what I'm doing. I know how to work the computer.
Okay.
So we have our
listen.
next guests
That-
in the virtual green room.
So, well, yeah, let's bring him on right away because we want to talk about that.
Okay, so for our viewers, we are bringing on Willis Williams and Jacinta Kroner. They started a not-for-profit organization called To Be Seen. So let's bring them in, and we're going to chat with them about it. Benny Kravitz, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
Jacinta,
Hello,
welcome
how are
to the
you?
show.
Hi, Jacinta. Welcome to Tweed Talk.
Thank you for having us.
Now, I see Willis.
Hi,
You coming
Jacinta.
back from on set, right?
Yeah, I was down at Seabright, New Jersey.
Oh, that's close to.
It's
It sounds like it's by
I've never been
Lake.
there before.
Okay.
Your makeup
It's
looks
past
amazing, by the
Leonardo,
way.
I think around Red Bank.
Yeah.
Willis, I was
So I'm
saying,
on 17.
your
Oh, you're
makeup,
17.
your makeup looks amazing, by the way.
Oh, really? I know. I got that like that Denzel glow. You know what I'm saying? Like Tay Diggs, you're my brother. That's what's up. So Ray
Oh, my
Diggs, that's
goodness.
me. Ray Diggs. What up?
So
Why you
Jacinta.
making me crack jokes while I'm driving?
Oh yeah.
Please
Yeah,
drive
please be safe.
Keep the phone
I'm
on.
very
Get
safe.
pull over, okay?
Yep.
Jacinta, how you doing?
I'm doing really well. This is like my first online web series appearance, so I'm really happy to be here, and I'm glad
Oh,
we make it. I'm so glad. But drive carefully, though, Willis. Though I'm happy
Yeah.
to have you with me, though.
I'm fine. Just keep in mind, it's Jersey, so Lord knows what will happen.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay, but you're on 17. You close.
Yeah, I'm about 10 miles from Mawa, so I'm getting there.
Okay.
So Jacinta, tell us how you and Willis know each other.
Well, we were background actors on two featured films here in the Hudson Valley. And, it's when you come across another person of color, you kind of seek each other out. And Willis was saying that he is pretty much always the person of color on sets in the Hudson Valley. He's a staple in representing our culture, I guess, in films up here. So we got talking about representation in the Hudson Valley, and I don't know. I think we've been BFFs ever since. I just feel like I found like a brother on the set in many ways, and we just connected and wanted the same thing for actors in the area, and it just became what it was. I think we met in December of 2020, and here we are, partners and friends.
I love that. I love that, and I don't know how I haven't met Jacinta on a set.
Hopefully you will.
Because I feel like, well, I guess I'm not really on as many films as I used to be. Now that I think about it.
And I just got started, honestly. So.
Oh. Well,
you do stage also, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do stage. I got started in film in 2019. I was just at a party and I said, I've always wanted to be an actor in film. I just want to be a zombie at least before my days are over. And then they said, well, they're casting for that. And, or they just finished casting, honestly. And I just got into it from that. And there's pretty decent work up in the Hudson Valley, believe it or not. So that's how I got started behind the camera.
When we first had Willis on last year, we had him on to talk about his different opportunities of volunteer opportunities working with the Woodstock Film Festival, and just talking about how to get involved in background acting, because he seemed to be, have his finger on the pulse. Even though I have been a part of the acting scene, both of us, for well over 10 years. But like you said, as far as representation, it was always myself, my husband, and maybe, I don't know if you met Theo. Willis, do you know Theo? Yeah. We were on that film in November. Don't remember the name.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, Theo and I and Theo worked on whatchamacallit. Confessions of it. Oh no, Diaries of an Exchange Student.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, that was
right.
Recent. That was more recent.
That was right. The February before the shutdown hit. That's when we filmed that. But yeah, so it was us two and Theo and Lorenzo. Lorenzo. So.
Lorenzo.
Yep.
Whatever happened to that guy?
Oh, come on. So Willis, tell us how To Be Seen got started.
Well, basically, Jacinta and I, we were talking. We had an idea. We were talking about how on sets we always see the same people of color, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it just seemed like I get a lot of people always asking me who look like us, how can I get in and stuff like that or whatever. And it just seemed like there was a huge demand, and at the same time, there was a supply. I mean, there's just people of color all around that are interested in film. So when Jacinta and I talked about this and came up with this blueprint, we wanted to put the message out there that, like, we all can be a part of this.
Sure.
Yes, it's a tough industry. It's very competitive, but the industry is still lacking in inclusion and diversion. I mean, diversity. Oh my gosh. So it's just, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for change. And we came up with, just ideas, bouncing it back and forth of like, how can we get more people of color in film up here in the Hudson Valley? Because the city is one thing. And the ironic thing is that a lot of people that I know of color that are actors in the city, they don't want to come all the way up to the Hudson Valley.
Exactly.
And it's kind of weird because they're leaving jobs and money on the table, but they don't want to come all the way up. People up here so that maybe want to get in and they just don't know how, and they need guidance and advice and just, steps just to show them the way to go. And that's how To Be Seen came about.
Well, basically. We also are promoting diversity in LGBTQ plus and disabled persons, because as we saw the climate changing in regards to a need for diversity, even production studios and companies wanting that with the commissions that they worked with up here, there was also going on in the news, people being cast for roles for LGBTQ and disabled persons that weren't, that demographic. And it's like, and being a background actor, or actor, I should just say, there are people in those communities that want to act. They want to represent themselves. They want to tell their own stories. So it's, it's like, hey, let's all get together. We're all individuals fighting our own fight, but if we get together and join a fist together, we can make a difference. And we're not necessarily saying, hey, give us more Black people or more queer or more disabled jobs. We're just saying, hey, can we just get a space at the table? Can we have a moment to represent ourselves and tell you that we also, and it's not even just actors, a lot of it is being crew. I so much want to be behind the camera. I want to write. And, if we educate people in the community and say, hey, these opportunities are here to make film. You don't just have to be an actor. You can express yourself creatively in all of these other ways. So let's teach them how to be PAs. Let's teach them how to do screenwriting, teach them how to be a script director. So it's like, it's for everybody to be able to have a voice and to have the opportunity to make money and have a career in the industry. Yeah.
I absolutely love that. And I think that there's a lot of opportunities as well for youngsters. You see in high schools, they have stage, but they don't really have, which is great, because I came through that as well, in the pit orchestra. But I think there's a real opportunity to reach these teens when they're in high school and get them involved. I was sending casting notices to the local guidance counselor at my high school, like, if you know any kids that are interested, during the summer months, because they're not in school, they would love to do it. Most of them will be like, yeah, I would love to have an experience on set. So reaching the young, I think, is great. And just inclusivity, I think, is wonderful.
That's very important. I like what you're saying, because when we were younger, I think, maybe I'm speaking for myself, to be a part of this industry was sort of like a pipe dream. It's kind of like telling your parents, I wanted to be an artist. How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? And it's like, oh, there is a pathway. There are mentors. There are things you can do. You don't just have to dream of being on the Oscar stage one day. Here are real jobs. So yes, I believe targeting youths and saying, here's the pathway, here are the jobs, this is how you work hard to get this. It really will supply them with more opportunities to be a part of it. Yeah. I like that. I like what you said.
Agreed. So Willis, tell us about To Be Seen's night at, is it Terrapin? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. So it's kind of like a coming out event for the organization. Basically, what we're doing is a networking event, which is also a fundraiser, and also a silent art auction as well. So we figured we would have this event in the community, kind of let everybody know, hey, we're out here, we're in the mix now, pay attention to us, that type of thing. But also, there's a lot of people that would probably be interested in networking, that, as our mission is, who aren't in the industry, that would like to find a way in, because basically this industry, historically, it's all who you know. It's who you know. It's almost sheer luck if you can get in without knowing someone. So we want to be that luck for people. We want to open those doors and make it easier. And this event, we believe, is really going to give us a great start with that.
Just everything you guys are saying are giving me all the feels right now. Like, so if you need someone to volunteer, let me know. I've been around for a while, one or 2 years,
Been around for a minute.
I know a couple people, so please let me know. I love what you're doing, and I'd love to volunteer my time. I am definitely coming to the event.
Oh, that's wonderful. Great.
And
what date is that?
What date is it? It's November 16th.
Yeah.
From 7 to 9 at the Terrapin Restaurant in Rhinebeck, New York.
What day is that? Is that weekend?
That's a weekday.
It's a weekday.
Okay.
Tuesday, maybe? Yeah.
I think it's a Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Okay. I just wanted to know, so people out there will know.
Yeah.
What day it is. You know, if I could get out of work, I will. If I don't get out of work, my wife will be there.
Sometimes it's hard to pull him away from the gym.
Yeah.
So
It's a lot of fun.
Jacinta, tell them about the art.
Okay.
So I guess I could also tell you, okay, so we're promoting diversity and inclusion. Okay, but how? So we are looking to establish sub-grants for educational scholarships. So if you wanted to take a workshop with let's say, New York Film Academy, and let's say the workshop was $350. So we're networking with these organizations or these educational facilities in order to help pay the entire cost or part of the cost for people to take classes or workshops in production and acting. Another thing is we have a home office where we have the materials to help people have low-cost headshots. If you need to do a voiceover reel or a video reel, you want to audition for something or submit it online and you want help, well, we're going to provide that service. We're also looking to do post-production funding for small film projects. And we've already, if you go to our website, www.tobeseen.org, you'll see there's a talent submission form. So we're starting a collection of production crew and actors in Dutchess County, Hudson Valley, Putnam County. We're trying to expand, but there's a database system already on our website for us to start collecting these names, so that when we do have people ask us, do you have somebody in makeup, or you have a photographer or a videographer that fits these demographics that we represent, we have a collection of people that they can contact. So I just wanted to tell you what the money in fundraising is for. And then, so the art auction, we'll be having maybe, about roughly 10 pieces of art there that you can purchase or bid on at the event that will go towards funding these programs that we're starting to launch.
That's awesome. This is your first time doing a live talk show?
Why do you say that?
Because you are on it. You are on it, girl.
Because it doesn't seem that way.
I started out as a theater major in college, but I transitioned to public speaking. So this might actually be one of the few times I've used that degree. I probably should have stuck with the theater, because I didn't get much use. I thought public speaking would be more practical, and it didn't end up being that way. So, there you go. That's why.
I feel like Willis has his seat leaned back and he's chilling. He's like, yo, I'm on Tweed Talks. I know the deal.
That's how he rolls. Yeah.
I got the AC on. I got this light in my face for no reason. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's funny the way Willis and I met, because we worked on the same project on different days, and then we ended up connecting before we actually met physically on set. Because we met, and then it was like, oh, you're the guy that I became Facebook friends with. Now, okay, I'm putting the name.
I was like, oh, you that crystal lady. Okay, I heard about you. Yep.
I hope it was all good things.
She was going around calling herself the queen.
Deny said things.
I did not give myself that.
Crystal, are you from New York? Are you from?
Yes, we're in New York.
I'm from right here.
Oh,
we're in Sullivan County, right here. I was born and raised.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, yay. Yay!
Yay, Sullivan County. Give it up. Give it up.
Yeah, and you're in Rhinebeck, right?
I'm in Rhinebeck. Yeah, I grew up and was born in Westchester.
Oh, okay.
Westchester, okay.
So that's almost upstate.
Yeah,
that's what Willis would say. Willis says that if you're from Westchester and up, you're technically not a New Yorker.
If you're from the borough, yes. If you're from the borough, Westchester is upstate.
Yep.
But if you're from upstate, you'd be like, oh, you're by the city. It depends on who you ask.
Westchester's upstate. Syracuse is like Canada. You know, if you're from the city, Syracuse is Buffalo, and Westchester's Canada. Forget it.
Well,
like ice skating all day long up there.
New York, right? Yeah. Anyway, it depends on who you ask. It depends on who you ask. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I'm excited about everything that I just heard, and because there are some other people that are trying to do something. You brought up fundraiser for a film, for films, right? So what you're saying is you're going to educate people, or you're going to help them how to fundraise for their film, short film.
Well, we're hoping to do both. Hope to help them find funding for classes, and then also, let's say you're working on a small film and you are at the point in which you would like to edit, post-production, not at the beginning. We don't want to get in when you're just having a story idea. We want to help you finish, because that tends to be the most expensive part of the process. So, and then also I have so many friends that are like, I can't afford $500 headshots, or have no idea. They don't have the recording equipment in order to send in a video or audio edition. So, those are our main goals for the fundraiser money. Yeah.
Some time ago, I did a headshot update because of Willis. He posted that he had a photographer that he knew that was coming to the area, and what the photographer did was he came to the area for a certain amount of time. He was here for the weekend, and he did like a discount on headshots. So I think that is a great idea. Yeah, Jason. I think that's a great idea.
Shout out to Jason.
Jason, yes, phenomenal headshots. He's a really cool dude. And just to put a bug in your ear, I think it would be great if we could get maybe like someone like a teacher or instructor, whether it be for an acting class or photography class or filming class, come upstate for the weekend so we don't have to schlep to the city.
Yeah, that's great. And then also offering online
up here for minors.
Right.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's a good idea. We have to get our head together with you, because right now, while you're talking, there's a lot of things going through my head. We can help this project. So
we need to join together as a fist to make a difference in this.
That's right.
Like the fist on the top of Willis' pick.
Yeah. Now the example that I like to give for that, if this was a hammer, let's pretend this was a hammer, right? And you go like this, and you grab it like this, you can't do much with it. But if you take the whole fist,
you better preach.
So that's the thing, that sometimes people think that just one, but if you get all of these together and you grab, then you could do the things much better. It's not the instrument, but it's the unity that makes it work. It's not just one instrument, but the unity of that fist that makes it work.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing, and call me and I'll get involved.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I like what Crystal said earlier. I'm not sure. I think it was when you were interviewing your previous guests about the need and your desire to spread the word. I think that a decade or so ago, maybe even sooner, especially people of color, you held on to job opportunity information because there was such limited work. And so, I think we have an old school kind of a a group of people in our industry that still want to keep that, but yet you, Crystal, are trying to spread the word. You're trying to bring more opportunities in, and I really appreciate that. And that's what we want to do too. It's like, don't hold on. It's so much out there. There's so many so much opportunity. Yeah. Let's give other people the chance. If you know something that is being casted, spread the word. Let people live their dreams. So yeah, if you'd love to help us, we'd love to help. And
absolutely,
yeah, I appreciate that you do what you do as well.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to post that comment? We have a really important comment from Daryl Brackett. Daryl says, people from Oneonta don't think Westchester is I think Willis liked that one.
Wait. Oh boy.
What are we showing?
And I don't know.
Are we going to show a clip?
Listen, just in case you don't know who that is, this is the guy.
Oh, you're just showing his picture. That's so you know who he is.
Okay, Daryl. I don't know. Is that a comp? I don't know if I'm reading that right. Is that a comp? He thinks that we're cool. He thinks that we're real New Yorkers. Is that what he's saying?
I don't know.
He thinks that you're from New York, like the city.
That's
like
right. That's right. Mm-hmm. I could walk to the Bronx, so therefore I must have been close to the city.
Run with that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
claim it.
Willis, can you just drop the information for the event coming in November for one more time before we let you guys go?
Say it together.
Yes.
Simultaneously.
Can you do it, Willis?
Restaurant. What? What are you talking? You guys say it or type it in. Obviously I cannot type it in. Right? Say it. Okay, I was checking. Just checking.
Type it
All
into
right,
the comments.
So I can have Siri dictate it, but it won't have commas or nothing. So
it won't.
All right. It's Terrapin Restaurant, Rhinebeck. It is November 16th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Tuesday. We are selling tickets on Eventbrite. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I cannot put that link in because
I'll do it.
Jacinta will do it. Nobody will do it. It's a long URL. I can't. I'm driving. I can't do it.
We totally understand.
Well, let Jacinta finish.
So that's good. Yeah, I'm out of Jersey, so I'm feeling good. Sorry, Jersey. It's just how it is.
Jacinta, go ahead. You tell it.
We also have a Facebook invite that's public, so if you want to search for To Be Seen Night at Terrapin, and also on our website, www.tobeseen.org. If you would like some more information, I sound like a commercial, you can reach me at jkroner.tobeseen@gmail.com. And there's so many ways to buy tickets. Oh, you can also buy tickets at the door.
Oh, okay.
There'll be lovely appetizers, wine, beer, great conversation. And Terrapin is such a beautiful restaurant. If you've never been there, it's like one of the great destinations in Rhinebeck. It takes a beautiful old Baptist church that was part of the Underground Railroad. So it has a colonial look, and it's very beautiful inside. It's going to be very nice and good.
Oh, awesome. I'm going to bring my guitar. I don't play, but I'm going to bring it.
Yeah, the Terrapin is ancestor approved.
Yes.
Dope. That is dope.
It was part of the movement.
Nice.
That's right.
So I think we could do this.
So I posted it into the comments. It'll show on right in the YouTube comments. It will show. I will make sure we post it when we reshare this video on the page. You guys will see me on November 16th. Jacinta, it'll be great to meet you.
It'll be great to meet you. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, Willis. Thank you. Drive safe. It was wonderful having you both on. And let me know if you need anything in the meantime as far as volunteers are concerned.
Oh, great. Yes, definitely. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Let us know when you get home, Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah, send us a text that you got home safely.
Crystal.
Yeah.
All right, I will. Isn't it ironic that the last time I talked to you on the phone was where I got rear-ended 2 days after my birthday?
What?
What are you? Was
remember that?
Yes, I do. I remember the same day. You called me, or I called you.
Yeah, I was on my way to I was on my way to a COVID test for some show, and I got rear-ended because I was like, "Oh damn, I got rear-ended. I gotta get off the phone." Like happy birthday to me, click.
So make sure you call. Make sure you call or send us a text when you get home.
Yes.
Okay, be safe.
I will. I'll spread the love. I'll be like, I'm safe. Well, I'm already safe
Jacinta,
out of Jersey. I'm just gonna bomb on Jersey.
He'll just keep talking if you let him. You might just have to. You better send in the Sandman because
we have
He'll
just keep talking.
You want Apollo on me?
Yeah. Play him off.
Dancing, get in the passenger seat. All right, I see you.
Goodbye. Have a great night.
Thank you guys for joining us on Tweed Talks. Have a great night.
Sure, you too. Bye-bye.
Oh, yes, so Daryl said he came in late.
Okay, Daryl, catch it later on the replay.
Yeah, it was a great show. Willis, get out of here and drive.
He's still talking.
We can't hear you anymore.
We can't hear you, Willis.
No,
don't do that.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Do you want to ban this person?
You almost did.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that was interesting in all ways, and I was a little off, a little hungry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm glad that Daryl came in later. And I'm gonna say happy birthday again because his birthday was last Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm glad that he came in and watched.
There's still
part of it.
A few days left in my birthday month.
Yeah, she celebrated birthday. We had a little kid that I said to the little kid, "Oh, we're doing the parachute because it's her birthday."
Yeah.
And the little kid said, "It's my birthday too." And I said, "When is it?" She said, "This year."
Yeah, she didn't care what day. She just wanted to be in the birthday.
I think
parachute.
she was 5, so she's allowed to say.
Oh, he said he went back and watched his birthday show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I had your photo prep.
That was pretty funny. He's like, this is Daryl.
Okay, listen. So next Monday, we have Sifu Alan Gorbett coming on, talking about the Hall of Honors, and there's a lot of projects that he's got coming on. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fit everything, but he's doing lots of things with the with the Ultimate Fighting, and magazine, and a channel. A martial arts channel.
Very cool.
That's going to be, and I heard talk that a really good show may end up in that channel.
I just want to say this because my husband talks to you guys like,
Sorry.
Like who he's talking about. Sifu Alan Goldberg is very well known in the martial arts, and he hosts and organizes an event every January where my husband is awarded, and many other distinguished martial artists who we have in fact had on the show. So he's coming on Monday. We are very, very excited to have him on.
We're going to talk about the new channel, the new TV channel.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about his magazine. He had a new Wing Chun magazine. And I'm not going to talk anymore because I don't want to give everything that he's got to say.
And you want to eat your wrap.
I want to eat my wrap.
Because he just snuck a bite.
Yes, because I'm hungry.
Yeah, so thank you guys for joining us live on Tweed Talks. We will see you next Monday.
Peace, and harmony. We'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.